There is something very exciting happening in the world of arts education, and you may have heard about it. It's called Proposition 28. Hi there, I'm Samantha Tyson. I'm the Visual and Performing Arts Program Administrator for San Gabriel Unified. And I want to start off this presentation expressing my gratitude on behalf of our school district and our students for the many organizations, community members, artists, and educators that helped push this proposition through to success. It is truly a historic time for arts education in California. Proposition 28, the Arts and Music in Schools Funding and Accountability Act, or the AMS Act. Every school district is required to present their board-approved plan for Proposition 28 funds, and I am very pleased to present our board-approved plan in this video. The purpose, as written in the language of the proposition, is to provide a solution for the inadequate and unstable funding of arts education in California. This proposition passed in the general election of November 2022. What it stipulates is that a calculation will be taken of 1% of all of the local and state revenue that a school receives. That amount will then be added to their annual budget in support of arts education. The money does come with restrictions in that the funds received cannot supplant funding for existing arts ed programming. It must supplement. In addition, all money received must go to arts education. It may be important to note here that Proposition 28 is not the same as the one-time arts, music, and instructional materials discretionary funding block grants. Proposition 28 will be ongoing for the foreseeable future. Funds will be allocated to each school district based on enrollment. The funds are expected to be released between October and January of this year. School districts must present a board-approved plan to the public, and when it comes to how the money must be spent, it breaks down like this. 80% has to be spent on staff, 19% can be spent on stuff, meaning materials, supplies, professional development, community partnerships, etc. And the last 1% can be spent on administrative expenses. For San Gabriel, here's the breakdown of how much each of our school sites will be receiving. School districts are allowed to combine funding in order to coordinate efforts between school sites and maximize how far this funding will go. The total funding that San Gabriel Unified expects to receive is roughly $740,000. I am proud to say that San Gabriel Unified was prepared for Prop 28. We had in place an arts strategic plan approved in 2019 that we've been working toward and that we look forward to updating this year. In addition, we had created a document called Vision for Model Arts Program in our district that essentially outlined everything our community wanted to see for arts education. The only thing missing was funding. We will implement high-quality visual and media arts instruction at the elementary level. San Gabriel Unified will hire 2 new full-time itinerant arts integration teachers on special assignment with a visual and media arts focus. These teachers will utilize our brand new adopted Flex curriculum from the Art of Education University, and they will provide both discrete and integrated instruction in visual and media arts to grades TK through 5. Instruction will be aligned to the California Visual and Media Arts Standards K through 12. We are going to increase dance and theater teaching artist workshops by expanding our partnership with the LA Arts Group. We will be increasing the number of workshops so that all of our students in all grades will receive either a dance or theater workshop taught by a teaching artist from the LA Arts Group. Instruction will be standards aligned and sequential K through 12. We plan to expand elementary speech and debate so that all of our elementary sites are able to participate. Recently, we implemented a system of elementary arts lead teachers at every elementary site. With Prop 28, we will provide stipends for these teachers to compensate them for their important work. AMS funds will be used to ensure that all music, dance, and theater classes have supplies for setting up, and supporting our visual, media, and integrated arts classes, also to provide professional development to our VAPA staff, and lastly, to close the gap between art supplies need and site budget allowances for classroom teachers. At Del Mar High School, we will be implementing a modern band class. This class will start as a guitar class and will be designed to be flexible enough to provide ongoing and consistent music education to the ever-changing population of students at Del Mar. In addition to the music class, we will provide funds for materials in all arts classes. Jefferson Middle School. We have 3 full-time music teachers at Jefferson, and almost 60% of the student population is enrolled in one of their classes. Proposition 28 funds will be used to fund teacher salaries for new after-school jazz band and jazz choir classes that are open to all students. We implemented a dance CTE pathway elective at Gabriel High School last year, and this year we added 2 more periods of dance at Jefferson Middle School. So now, for the first time in San Gabriel Unified, students in grades 6 through 12 can enroll in a dance elective, and they also receive PE credit in grades 7 through 12. We will be creating new VAPA assistant positions to help support our music programs. There will be 2 instrumental aides and 1 choral accompanist. Lastly, Proposition 28 funds will go to support setting up all of these additional classes and staff. It will also go to professional development for our VAPA teachers and to closing the gap between the need and the site budget allowance for all of our visual and performing arts electives at Jefferson. At Gabriel High School, as a starting point, brand new staff will be added to augment instruction in our performing arts classes. 5 paid coaching positions will be added to help support our 26-time league championship speech and debate team. 2 instrumental assistants will be hired to support color guard and percussion. And finally, 1 choral accompanist will support our choir for this coming school year. We will utilize all of the material funds available to support our VAPA classes in order to address immediate need caused by COVID-19 and inflation. Starting next year, we will establish a large fund that will rotate around disciplines every year in a predetermined order to plan for large expense purchases that are periodically needed by our arts programs. On an annual basis, we will set aside funds to be allocated towards visual art consumables, speech and debate travel expenses, theater productions, and professional development for staff. How can the community get involved with all things arts education? I am happy you asked. Our Visual and Performing Arts Advisory Council is a group of students, parents, teachers, administrators, and community partners who wish to have a say in arts education planning in San Gabriel Unified. This group meets 4 times a year, and this year we will be updating our strategic plan. Partnering with the amazing LA Arts Ed Collective, we welcome you to participate on the VAPA Advisory Council. We are seeking volunteers to be part of our growing arts community that enjoys putting on fun events to help with our annual Arts Fest, happening on May 19th, 2024 from 10 to 4 at Gabriel High School. The theme this year is from our Portrait of a Graduate, Communicating. We want students to tell their stories through the arts. We hope you'll be a part of it, either as a participant or a spectator or a volunteer. Thank you so much for watching this video and for being a part of our ever-growing arts community here in California.